Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of the Back Post podcast. We have got some big games coming up this weekend, don't we, lads?
Ooh, yes.
Including Arsenal versus Manchester United. Can you believe it? And we are going to be getting into the preview of that game, doing a little combined 11 as well, and previewing the rest of the game. So,
before we get into that, please subscribe. We're on the way now to 11,000 subscribers. You hit 10k. You were a bit late. We'll forgive you. 11k next. And also, I reckon before we get into the weekend's games, Man City. We've got to talk about it. Battered by Bodo Glimt.
Yeah.
Like, not, a smash and grab. Comfortably played off the park. Battered in Norway.
Yeah.
What's happened to them?
They look tired.
Yeah.
Haaland looks really tired. I mean, he had a chance to make it 2-1 just before half time. It's a bread and butter chance for him.
Yeah.
You've seen him sweep one of those through.
I agree with you.
It's like the last 8 games. I thought he hasn't had any non-penalty goals in the last 8 games.
Yes,
to him, that's insane.
I think it's fatigue, missing their 2 best centre-halves, missing Matheus Nunes as well, who's their best right-back. I just think the whole thing is just like they're knackered. They're not actually good enough, I don't think, to keep pace in a title race and, dominating the Champions League and all the other cups they're in, right? Carabao Cup semi-final. I just think they are worn out. I think Rodri is still not looking back to his best.
The Rodri thing, because the one game that they have looked all right in, even since the defensive injuries, was Newcastle away in the Carabao Cup. They played Nico O'Reilly as the holding midfielder in that game. Yeah. No Rodri. He came on later in the game. I think Nunez, like you said, is a massive miss. When they play Rico Lewis at right back, at Bodo, they played Nori at right back.
Yeah.
So weird.
Rico Lewis in midfield and O'Reilly at left back.
I think Rico Lewis is genuinely really poor.
Yeah.
He's just too weak, I think.
Yeah,
technically he's great.
Yeah, no, yeah, on the ball he's great, but physically he's not there, and defensively either. But
I stick Nico Gonzalez next to him or something.
Yeah.
Why is Rodri? That second yellow card is not very Rodri.
It's not Rodri.
But he does not do that if he's.
But I think he's feeling the effects of being off the pace. I don't think he's used to being that far off the pace.
Yeah, I agree.
You look at the chances they were conceding. I saw someone posted. You look at where Rodri is. Given he's meant to be like the solo 6, he's so far up the field, and he is not recovering the way that he used to. And I also think defensively, they're frail. They look as bad as they ever did last season defensively.
Yeah.
But like you said, they don't look that threatening going forwards either. And they've got all of the attacking talent.
Foden's struggling.
Well, you've got Foden and Shirky out wide. Really, you want them as kind of central as possible.
Yeah.
And they'll just put, I don't know, they're a weird one. They're at the moment, they look bereft of ideas going forward, which is the only thing you thought. They've looked defensively suspect all season, really, even when they've been at their best, but they look so good going forward. At the moment,
I think there's something in the Pep wants more control in this City team like his best teams have always had, because I think that Doku and Semenyo look like they've been put on a leash the last couple of games, in terms of not taking their men on as regular. I found that the most alarming thing in the United game, how little Doku took on Dalot.
He had his fullback on a yellow after about 15 minutes.
Seems like that's an instructional thing, because Doku is the kind of winger who every time he gets the ball he looks to take a man on. So I don't know.
Want to lose the ball though, but that ties into them being so exposed in transition. They're petrified of losing the ball in those situations. It's another reason that I don't think he's using Cherky as much as he was previously.
Yeah, he's come out the team, hasn't he?
Yeah, I just think obviously we'll get onto the City Wolves game after we've spoken about the Arsenal game, but I do just feel like they look as bad as they ever did last season.
They're in trouble, and once you get into a rut like this, it's very difficult to get out of. So
it's a real shame, and they could end up now in the playoffs with 2 extra games in February too.
Yeah, but Mark Gahey might make.
I was going to say Gahey will have to have some impact.
Does he make a big difference though?
Yeah, currently, yeah.
Do you think
that's half they recall?
Elena looks
awful.
Yeah, I was going to say they conceded 2 identical goals.
I mean that when he tried to control his chest and lost it. I mean that Haug, is it Haug or Haug? He is so good. He scored 2 goals against us earlier on this season. It was unreal against us in the semi-finals last year, even though they didn't beat us and we battered them. And that goal that he scored on Tuesday night, oh my God, what a finish. Did you see it?
That's unbelievable. Top minutes.
Mate, step overs to get away from Rodri. Again, just getting away from Rodri so easily.
Yeah.
Rodri's been really poor, but we should probably get into the Arsenal versus Manchester United game.
Yeah.
Thoughts and feelings?
4:30.
Confident?
Yeah. Do you know what, weirdly, actually, that City performance made me... Because obviously there was so much hype about United's performance against City, which was absolutely fair.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, are City actually just a little bit guff?
Yeah.
I still credit the way that United played, but I'm
Of course, yeah.
maybe it was a bit of both
Yeah,
in that game.
Yeah.
And obviously we went away to Inter, won again. I think that's good in terms of like morale. I think off the back of that, there was online at least, there seems to have been a real like bounce from that game, which was like, okay, we're a quality side. And
the week you gave up on Gyökeres, he goes and scores that goal from outside the box. Absolutely classic.
Must have heard the critique. He thought, if I've lost Rory, I need to back my ideas up, you know.
But Jesus scoring a brace. Who do you think starts up front for you on Sunday? It'd be Gyökeres.
Yeah.
How close is Havertz? I feel like Havertz has been around now for a bit, isn't he? But
it's an interesting one, Havertz, because he played a few minutes against...
Was it Liverpool he came on or something like that?
Yeah, he came on in midfield, but the last 2 games he's been an unused sub, so I'm not convinced that he's ready actually to play again yet.
Proper easing him back in.
Fair enough. To be honest, I honestly think, looking at our fixtures now, I think they're probably looking at like March onwards. Like if Havertz can't, because he had the same injury as Ben White, and it took Ben White. Ben White had surgery on that knee injury November 2025.
Yeah,
and it took him nearly a year to get to the point where he's like able to regularly play games.
Yeah,
so Havertz may be the same, and so I'm like, if you're going to give him time to make sure he's fully ready to go, we don't play that much in February. Just make sure that March, when you're in
Champions League,
late knockout stages of the Champions League, Carabao Cup final, if we get there, FA Cup late stages, just have him ready to go.
Yeah.
But I think Gyökeres will start. Jesus has been impressive, and it was probably his best performance against Inter in terms of all round, like off the ball. He looked sharper, his pressing was better. But I just think with Gyökeres, Arteta just prefers it because I don't know why, to be honest.
He stretches centre half.
He stretches centre half. Yeah.
That's the thing for him. Yeah, I think United will be...
I'm intrigued because, like you said,
confident.
with City, it's like, is it just? It's a bit like when you play Tottenham and you go, is it just Tottenham?
Yeah.
Well,
it's one of those ones with City.
Yeah.
So this Man United one's it's a good barometer of working out how much of an impact Carrick's actually making at the doors.
I mean, I just they're playing the best side in the league. I think maybe. I mean, you'll obviously have more of the ball, so they might be able to set up in a similar way to how they did against City, where they sit off, allow you to have sort of 60-65% possession, hit them on the break. They've obviously got a lot of good threats on the break. They'll probably play Mbeumo through the middle again, I reckon. Ahmad on the right.
They'll play
Dorgu
the exact
on the left.
same thing.
Yeah, I think they'll go.
Have you seen the clips of Dorgu doing that like specialised kind of winger training, like working on his like finishing and stuff?
Oh, really?
It's like when they have like the like individual coaches away from United. And he was doing a lot of that. So you think, is this a proper
Gareth Bale
full-on transition to like him actually being a winger? So I think he'll start on the left again.
Yep.
They'll start the same midfield, I imagine. So
that's where I think we have the biggest advantage. As good as they were, we saw in the City game against Bodo, like City's midfield right now is weak. I think Zubimendi Rice against Mainu Casemiro, as good as Casemiro Mainu looked against City, I do still think in terms of like the legs covering ground.
The only thing with the legs is the fact that like they would have had 8 days.
Yeah, they've had a lot more rest than us. Yeah,
they've had all week to prepare for this game. Arsenal gone away to Italy.
And United always play well against Arsenal, I feel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They've had some recent years. I feel like at the Emirates had some
even like that Garnacho disallowed goal at the Emirates.
Yeah, but then we went on at the other end.
Yeah,
it was weird. There was actually there was someone in my YouTube chat last night, a United fan, telling me that United are our kryptonite, and we went back through the results. So they're not sat at the FA Cup at home last year, but we battered them, and Kai Havertz could have scored a hat-trick, didn't score, went to penalties, whatever.
Yeah.
We drew to them away last year, but that was in like March when we'd given up on the Prem and we were fully focused on Champions League. Before that, it was like excuses. 3 or 4 Arsenal wins in a row.
Battered them,
excuses.
Battered them.
Not excuses. I just don't think
I
just don't think they're the kryptonite that people think they are.
Yeah,
I just don't think they're the kryptonite people think they are. The last time they beat us, other than beating us on penalties in the FA Cup last year, was 22-23.
Ronaldo.
Was it Ronaldo?
No,
that was the year.
Right. No, it was the game where we went. It was it was the first time we lost that season, 22-23.
Right.
We went away.
Yeah,
Anthony scored. It was when Martinelli opened the scoring and they pulled it back for a foul from Odegaard on Bruno. There was never a foul in a million years.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a foul.
It was never a foul.
It was a disgusting foul.
A foul.
Anyway, I'm not.
Was that Ericsson and Odegaard?
Sorry, Ericsson, not Bruno.
Yeah.
It was a nonsense. Anyway, that was the last
It
time
was
they
a foul.
actually properly beat us. So
I still don't get how people think that wasn't a foul.
because it just wasn't.
It was, though. He barged through the back of him.
Oh,
You can't do that.
Oh, you can't have a bit of strength in midfield.
No,
Anyway.
not like that.
Anyway.
but yeah. So you don't feel that they're your kryptonite, and
No,
so I do think you'll beat them.
I hope so.
I do think it will be. I can't see it being that much of an exciting game.
See,
to be
weirdly, I
honest.
think it might be a bit of a goal fest.
Really.
Yeah, don't know why. I just got a
I
feeling.
don't know.
And Buemo's going to struggle against Gabriel and Saliba, I think, to get into the game the same way
True.
he could against City centre halves.
Bruno. I think Bruno usually turns up. I think
Ahmad.
Bruno's turned up in a few Arsenal.
What-
Bruno
games.
does turn up. Yeah.
One thing that will be big for Arsenal will be whether or not Hincapié is fit to play left back. Because Timber at left back has not looked great defensively against good wings.
Timber, Hincapié.
Ahmad up against Timber on that side, I'd be slightly worried about.
Right.
Timber also going forwards on the left hand side offers very little.
Yeah.
And it means that we play Ben White at right back, who again defensively is not as good. If we can play Timber at right back, Hincapié at left back, that's a lot stronger.
So Lewis Kelly's just entirely out of the picture now.
Oh,
He's
no,
on
mate.
the starting
I
game.
was going to say he'd probably be joining.
He started against Inter Milan, and to be fair, he had a better game than he's had recently, but they weren't playing a proper right winger because they play a right wing back. Dumfries basically didn't attempt.
freezing out the academy boys.
I know,
It's not
it's
freezing him
crazy.
out. It's just developing.
Waneri off to Marseille.
Waneri to Marseille is fantastic for his development. William Saliba. If people
Is
said
it the
this-
kind of club you want a young player going to?
Yeah, I mean, we sent
whilst they're doing
William
the
William Saliba there, and look at how he came back.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
sure about that.
De Zerbi spoke to Arteta. They seem very happy with it. Obviously,
Some of
there
the
is
characters, let's say, at Marseille.
no, there is one character there who he-
Lewis
more
Kelly-
than one.
Lewis Kelly's
There's a
playing
couple
really
of
well. Who else is
characters
there?
there. Well, they signed a couple of other players.
yeah, but they're not there
Some-
anymore. Though.
Are they not? Oh,
No,
right.
I looked through it. The only questionable character is he who shall not be named.
Yeah, I know. Young English players. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird.
He's already
one,
been
but-
playing with characters in recent years.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
so-
Anyway, let's not go down that route, I reckon. But yeah, it's that'll be
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, that'll be good for his development, and Lewis Skelly as well.
But no, with Miles, he's just
Bro said Miles, first name basis.
what's wrong with that?
with Miles?
Yeah, certain players you call them by the first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just at the moment he's just a little bit vulnerable defensively. So,
yeah. No,
That's what it is.
that's totally fair. Yeah, I think Ahmad will. Again, like against that City defence, it wasn't Nick O'Reilly didn't start against United, did he? Who played at left back? How am I forget?
Okay.
Ake.
Oh my
Ake
God,
looked
Ake.
miles off the
Ake was
pace.
running through mud.
When he went to centre back.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Ahmad just cooked him
Yeah.
all day long, and
Yeah.
Buemo had loads
They
of
just had
space to
so
run
much
into.
space in behind, which they won't have against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got Buemo running up against Saliba if he's trying to run in behind. You got
It's also,
even if it
it's
is
also
Timber
to
at left
try to
back.
stop counters. Rice is very good at just covering
Yeah,
the ground.
exactly.
Like,
And like Bruno, his influence is obviously big, but again, you've got Zubimendi sitting, you've got Rice who will,
The other thing is that other than Harry Maguire, assuming he starts, they don't have much height. Set pieces, big Gabby.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Lamans hasn't
Maguire needs to-
really. Yeah, Maguire needs to get on
I also
Gabby.
just think we're like. I was looking at it, even the other night we scored another set piece against Inter Milan to open to go back ahead. I don't
Pounce off the
actually
crossbar.
know. I don't know how you stop our corners. Like genuinely, it's at the point where I'm like,
You've got to leave people up. Well, I remember we did that in the home,
The only
game.
way
Home
it's
game.
kind of
we-
worked
we-
is when you
yeah.
leave people up. But that's such a risky thing to do.
No, but it's not because you have to. Like Arteta is a lot. I think it's fair to say. Like he's about risk minimalisation. So if you leave people up, he's not going to allow that counter to
But
possibly
it's
happen.
like so the corners.
And the keepers then get more space to actually, because a lot of Arsenal,
space thing is
a lot
the
of
thing,
Arsenal
Trout.
corners, like it's because there's so many people all there, and the keepers are all
Yeah.
crying. They're going, "Oh, he's on me, and he's doing
Yeah.
it." So much is going on that there's no room to really claim anything. If you leave those people up, they push people out the box. The box has more space. Like,
But it's like you look at the goals that we scored against Portsmouth, where it's the corners were front post, and it was Martinelli that flicked them on.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's Portsmouth, but it's still the same like principle.
Yeah.
'Cause we scored. It's not just that game. We scored a lot of goals where it's front post flick on. Timber scored a couple of them in the Prem.
If anything, to be fair, it's probably hard to score corners against champ sides.
Well, yeah. So you've got that. So then so now you look at teams and they like front load that front post to try and stop us. So against Inter, we just went to the back post. Trossard was unmarked. Heads it back across. It's Jesus. It's like the two shortest players we had on the pitch.
You just gotta have players in there that want to attack the ball. And
I think a lot of the teams like crap themselves.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, Arsenal are really
they
good
do.
at corners, and then they panic because
Oh no, Gabriel's running at me.
It's like, well, I can't remember.
That's why Olareina tried to bloody scoop the ball back in with his arm.
Well,
He
it's like
that's
what
gonna
keeper
give
was
away
it? Was it
corner.
was it Byers Myhill like years ago when they played Stoke? and he went to kick out for a throw, and he turned around and booed out for a corner.
Oh, yeah,
it's kind of like that,
similar to that.
It's like
genuinely.
that fear factor creeps in. I think amongst
But I'd
the
be
players.
more than happy. I mean, it was how we beat them. We played terribly at Old Trafford this season and came away with 1-0 from a
that corner was going in, wasn't it?
I'd be more than I'd be
Fury,
more than
wasn't
happy to take
I'm sure
1-0 set
I'm
piece
sure
win.
you would.
Yeah,
If you win this weekend, I know City have got Wolves.
That'd be a big win, I think.
Just
Villa
another
have got
different
St
game.
James's Park.
Yeah.
So
After going away in Europe, it's always tough to go at the weekend and go again.
big-
I mean,
big
it sounds harsh, but I'm not really looking at Villa now. Like,
no.
once they lost to Everton
and
and finding out that
Kamara
Kamara's out for the season, I'm like,
I'm actually looking at Villa, even though we're not even good. I'm going, nah, your slide style.
well, Unai Emery's looking at you.
I'm looking at Villa.
Are you?
I'm joking. Well, I'm not looking at anybody. I'm looking at fucking West Ham at the moment. So, but we should probably do a combined 11 for the game.
Yep.
We'll let you. If me and Toad decide to overrule you and we're both unanimous, then we'll overrule you. But we'll go with your team.
So,
If not,
in goal, David Raya.
yeah.
Right back.
Does Lamans actually exist? Is Lamans real?
I think
Tim.
he's all right.
I feel like he's just not an Arna.
He's not an Arna.
and that's it. That's
In
the
the
only
sense that-
opinion.
I don't love him. He doesn't fill me. with
No, I don't
confidence.
look. It was the City game last week. There was a moment that I was cracking up when someone put a ball in and it was going miles wide. And he just pushed out front.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
It's just
and the
quite
commentators,
strange.
the commentators were like, "Oh, when you've not had
safe.
much to do."
Yeah,
And I'm like, "Yeah,
that was mental.
that's
It was about 5
Mental.
meters wide.
yeah, exactly."
Yeah.
So Raya in goal, Timber at right back.
Yeah, Timber or who would it be? Right, Dallo. Yeah, definitely.
Well, unless they play Masraoui because he's back from Aston.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right centre back Saliba, left centre back Gabriel,
Yeah.
left back Hincapie. It was Hincapie or Luke Shaw, I suppose.
Can we stick Martin as the left back? He doesn't even play.
Nah, he's left centre half, isn't he?
He'd get roasted at left back.
I think he'd do all right. I actually think he's all right.
Well, actually, weirdly, when we tried
I
to
like
buy
him, yeah.
Martinez before,
Yeah,
United
yeah,
had, like
yeah.
an extra however much they offered.
He would have been a left back.
He would
have done
he was
Calafiori's job.
No,
sort of thing.
he was going to do Zinchenko. We wanted him before Zinchenko.
Right.
That was what he was meant to do. But
He's good on the ball.
Yeah,
he's good on the ball.
good on the ball.
But I would still go Hincapie over Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I
Luke Shaw's actually had a better season
Probably,
under the
yeah.
radar.
I
but
don't love Luke Shaw anymore. I think he's a bit off it physically now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a good player.
Into the midfield, Zubamendi, Rice as the two holding ones.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
ones.
can't argue that.
And then I would give Bruno the 10
Definitely.
over Odegaard.
Definitely
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Right wing Saka over Ahmad.
Yeah.
Left wing. Oh,
On form. No. It is, yeah, it is
It's
Saka.
tight.
It's not tight. It is Saka.
It's
got a lovely
tight.
assist for
Even
Gyökeres.
Buemo.
No, I like Diallo.
If
as well.
Buemo was out there, then that'd
it's
be
Mbeumo.
more of a conversation this season, definitely.
Yeah.
But overall, I still think I'd have Saka.
Fair. Left wing Trossard over Dorgu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
Well,
Dorgu's
it'd be
new
Cunha,
angle.
probably.
Well, it could be Cunha.
Yeah.
Cunha's been poor recently, though.
I know.
He had a little spell. Like,
To the point where
he's actually not been.
If
great.
I
He's
was
not
like
been great all
building a
season for
team,
them, yeah.
I'd take Cunha, but I think based
I
on
really like Cunha. Really
Right.
like him.
he's also not really a left winger.
He's also
Mm.
he looks great, but when you actually look through some of his,
He's not
I mean,
being
look
great.
through the numbers,
Sometimes he
it's
doesn't
not
get his head up.
effective.
He'll do something
He's-
really
he's
good
kind of-
and then keep his head down and
Yeah,
dribble. And you're
he's
like,
kind of the opposite of Trossard, where Trossard doesn't look as threatening, but then you look through his numbers and it's like,
yeah, his end
pops
product's
up
always
big
there.
goals.
Yeah,
yeah. And then up top,
Mbeumo.
Buemo,
I
definitely.
guess Victor Gyökeres scored a wonderful goal. He did. I tell you, that is what we signed Victor Gyökeres
For
for.
summer to push it into the top
No,
four.
look, I
And
genuinely
defenders, what are you doing?
Long term, I genuinely think the plan would have been Havertz starts games and Gyökeres comes on to kill them. Because when teams do start
He's a
leaving
killer.
more
For
space,
but for which team, Chris Kamara?
Yeah. Comes and
He's
starts
a
scoring
killer.
own goals.
do you see the pace that he had in that run?
me a
there aren't many
favour.
players that I've
Do
seen. There
me
aren't many
a
players I've
favour.
seen that had. There's such a contrast between his acceleration and his top speed. Because his acceleration is like mine.
It's like
But then when
it's genuinely like a try not to laugh challenge when you talk about
Yeah.
your Chris.
It's like honestly, and then the finish.
So, did Madueke start midweek? Just out of it.
No.
Did Eze start midweek?
Yes,
And
he was all right. He was all right.
a lot of all rights for Eze at the minute. No goal contributions again.
Nope.
Stinker. Okay.
Actually, in the build-up to the first goal, he was instrumental.
Oh, actually, wait.
you knew that was
Eze or
coming.
Cunha as a bench option. Just as I'm just throwing this.
Eze
off
or
the
Cunha
bench.
as a bench option. Definitely.
Yeah,
Cunha.
I'd take Cunha over
Cunha,
Eze.
yeah.
Eze. Exactly what you're accusing Ezra of.
Because they've both
is
had
what
kind of a
Finney's
similar
doing.
season where they haven't been quite what people thought they would be.
You would not take Eze ever, could you?
Well, I would. So.
Would you?
I don't think you would.
Yeah.
I mean, I think both of them are kind of struggling with.
Yeah, I think they both had a very similar season.
Yeah.
I think they both moved from the typical big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
And I
And
think
they
they're
really
both
looked like big
struggling
fish
to
in
make
both
an
those
impact.
ponds.
Yeah, they really did. They were brilliant players.
Which is fine.
But yeah, so should we move on to the rest of the games then? So
Yes.
final score predictions for that game from everybody.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Desmond.
2-0.
Really?
I don't think.
I'm back in an exciting 4 o'clock.
We're not conceding 2.
3-1 Arsenal for me.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Bruno.
I think it'll be tight, and then I think Arsenal will just like pull away at the end. I think it'll be 1-1 to like the 70th minute.
Carrick's at the wheel, man. He's doing his thing.
The good thing is
right,
we have the benefit, obviously, of playing last this weekend.
Yeah.
So some of these results will have already come in.
No,
We'll start with.
Everton Leeds was on Monday.
Sorry, I meant
Everton are in the title
games that are relevant to Arsenal.
Yeah, right.
But chronologically, we'll start with the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday.
I'm actually low-key excited for this game because every game is so important for West Ham now.
Yeah. I want to hear the boos.
I mean, it's not going to be an unbelievable watch, but I think Sunderland will be an interesting game.
Sunderland win.
West Ham 2-1 for me. Sunderland aren't that great away from home.
Where is this myth? I've heard that one.
It's more that they're way better at home.
Yeah, they're top at home, and then away they're right.
No, I know they're decent away, but I think that they're not the same side away from home. I don't know, a lot of
that applies to like most.
No, I know, but that's still a fact.
There's a couple. Obviously, a lunchtime kickoff in a long way for Sunderland to travel.
Look,
Brian Brobby is sending them booing.
Also, like the raucous West Ham atmosphere.
No, I don't think. No, but see, this is what I think, right?
Sunderland go 1-0 up, that stadium empties.
No, so what I think is that if there's ever going to be, I think this is almost like a last chance saloon kind of thing for West Ham.
Right.
They've just had their biggest win of the season away from home at their biggest rivals.
Their cup final.
I mean, yeah.
Big one.
Their biggest rivals, definitely not our biggest rivals, but the team they care about the most in Tottenham.
Yeah.
They've had that amazing away day. Sort of afterwards, I was watching sort of the players going over to the fans and everything, like the fans stayed in the stadium for a little bit after the game. They were obviously buzzing. And I think that every West Ham fan will be thinking, we just beat Spurs, closed the gap to 5 points, got Sunderland at home, early kickoff. If we beat
Mate,
this,
I'm telling you, it's going to be the same. It's for every club.
And it might be.
Where the
It
fans,
may
the
well
fans
be.
will go, oh yeah, it was Tottenham, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was.
No,
Like, that is what will happen.
but for West Ham, that's not the case.
It is. They'll realise it was just Tottenham.
Okay, that may well be
Sunderland
true.
are a decent side.
But what I'm saying is that I think that if there's ever going to be a time where
strike
they
the iron's hot for sure.
have a lot of numbers in the stadium, they get behind the team, and the players are a little bit confident. If there's ever going to be a time, it's going to be this weekend.
Yeah, but it's
and I think West Ham are going to win.
Yeah, but you've been. I
don't even know why, because I
supporting
should hate West Ham the most.
You've been supporting them all season, and it's never.
I'm not supporting them. I couldn't care less.
You love West Ham.
They're not too good to go down.
I never said they're too good to go
saw a
down.
thing the other day. I think they're already preparing to go down. Saw that thing of them supposedly Somerville could go to Spurs, right?
No, it's not going to happen.
Right, it could happen. Either way, I don't see them doing anything in January that suggests that they bought those 2 strikers that no one had ever heard of. I think they're preparing for the Championship as it is.
Okay,
their
maybe.
best players, apparently, all of their players are on contracts where they have their salary halved if they go down. Well, Jarrod Bowen and players like that are looking at it going, well, I'm obviously not staying here if we go down on half the wages.
Exactly.
So I think they're going to give up. I think
they want to stay.
I think they beat you because it's you. I think they're going to lose to Sunderland. I think Brian Brobby is going to tear Max Kilman apart.
May well happen. Also,
Jack-
Max Kilman won't play. It's been Mavropanos and Tadibo for the last couple of weeks, and they've looked a lot better.
They haven't. They played.
Mavropanos and
against
Tadibo
Spurs.
are good against us.
Yeah, against you. That's it. It's like they lost to Forest home, and Forest
Every
have been
other
crap.
reference point
Forest,
other than you.
Yeah, they played Forest the game before, and Forest are awful.
Yeah.
And lost that. Like
Totally fair, but again, it was so.
All right.
Sunderland
They were an inch away from going 2-0
2-1
up in that
Sunderland.
game, and actually played all right in the first six, and then capitulated. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you lot said it was a poor penalty decision. I think that there is something there with Sunderland.
they almost
with
didn't
West
beat
Ham
you.
at the minute.
That's how bad they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2-1, 2-0 Sunderland.
2-1 West Ham.
Okay. Moving on.
Fulham. Sorry, it's not ridiculous to say that West Ham could win that game at home. It's not.
No, you might be right.
Yeah, thank you.
Fulham,
Fuck off.
Brighton.
Who gives?
I was about to say, what are you going to do during that game?
Fulham and Brighton fans, I would say. Well, he'll be watching Burnley battering Spurs, I expect. But Fulham Brighton, I'd say no. I think Brighton win that 2-1. Brighton look all right at the moment.
Harry Wilson scores a good goal again.
Who did I watch them against? Actually, against Bournemouth, they were a bit.
They were crap. Yeah.
But then Fulham lost away.
There's no way this will be a memorable.
Nah, I'm changing my answer to 2-2.
1-0 Fulham.
1-1.
Okay.
1-0 Fulham. Chikwueze back from AFCON.
Here we go. On to the big ones now. Burnley, Tottenham. We're all supporting Burnley here, aren't we?
Yeah. So the situation is that I believe if we lose this, Frank is in danger again.
No, yeah. Actually, weirdly, you're supporting Burnley and we're supporting Spurs.
Yeah.
We want Frank in.
No, I want us to beat Burnley. Thing is, it can't continue like this because then even if we get an interim in, then we're just in such a bad position.
I reckon.
Don't get me wrong. There's a massive silver lining to if we lose to Burnley that Frank could go, even if we draw to them.
It's kind of a win-win for you, whatever the result now.
Yeah. In a weird way. Yeah. But it's I mean, Burnley.
Romero's going to score, mate. He keeps scoring goals. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he scored 4 goals.
I know.
In the last month.
I know. I keep every time you score, I'm like, he scored again.
Yeah, he's just class.
So you've got.
I feel like Van de Ven and Romero are the only people who score.
So they've got 11 goals between them this season.
That's
Talk about
crazy.
Arsenal.
And you've scored 15?
Yeah, probably about that. Yeah, they've been quality. I think we've got enough quality to beat.
I think you'll beat Burnley.
Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
Bergval, Bentancur, João Paulinho are now all out injured. So it'll be guaranteed to be a Gray, Gallagher and Xavi Simons midfield.
That's nice.
Is it?
That's nice.
That should be enough to beat Burnley, I think.
It should be, considering.
2-0.
By the way,
it's all right.
You're complaining about that midfield. How much did that midfield cost you? Gray was what, 40 million? Gallagher was what, 35, 40? Simmons was what, 70?
Yeah, but I don't know why we spent. I don't know why we spent that money.
It's a £300 million midfield.
We've got to use a £150 million midfield against Burnley.
Yeah, I mean, your bench is worth about 700 million, and Eze doesn't play anymore.
That's why we're top of the league. Yeah, you're 14.
So I'm not even complaining about that midfield in terms of individuals.
I reckon you get a big it's a big 6-pointer.
Yeah, I honestly
build
think
a gap.
Beat Dortmund, beat Burnley, beat Frankfurt next week. Thomas Frank's at the wheel. Put a new contract on the table for Thomas Frank.
The thing is, Burnley will just sit in, we struggle against low. I'm going to go 1-1.
But Romero will score from the corner.
I'm going 2-1 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs.
There you go.
You're good away from home as well.
We're both backing your team to win, and you're not.
You're better away from home than you're at home.
Yeah, barely.
On to another big one. City at home to Wolves, 3:00 kickoff.
They're struggling to create at the moment, and Wolves are struggling to not lose games. They're actually
to not lose games. What a sentence. Wolves are playing well. Wolves are unbeaten,
and they're hard to break down.
They're hard to break down. They're unbeaten in 4. And by the way, even games that they lost before that,
they were tight
Arsenal
games.
struggled against them. Liverpool struggled against them. We've been saying they're a better team than people thought. For City, an absolute morale-destroying midweek away in Norway. Wolves have had the whole week off. They're in good form. The morale is up.
4-0 City.
At the Etihad, it's going to be empty.
It will be.
They probably do have to put a bit of a statement out.
Do you reckon Marmoush starts?
Does he exist? Is Marmoush real?
Guardiola complains that Haaland is knackered, right? Literally, after they lost to United, complained that Haaland's knackered, he's jaded. Has Marmoush back, still plays Haaland for
I do get the impression, though, with someone like Haaland, where when he's in a sticky patch like this, he wants to play.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you know? I know it's a manager.
Wolves
but
at home, he'll be furious.
Wolves at home, he'll be thinking, yeah, exactly.
Haaland hat-trick, City win 4-0, back in the groove a little bit.
The Champions League game is big coming up, though, as well.
Yep. Yeah, but 4-0 City.
I'm going 1-1. No, I'm going 2-1 City. I think Wolves might score the opening goal though. I'm eyeing that up. I can see Mane on the break scoring.
On the break, yeah, they'll be.
Wolves are hard to break down, mate. Are
they even that good on the break?
I'm going 3-2 City, but I think they're going to have a big scare.
You think Wolves are scoring twice? Okay.
By the way, you're acting like that's silly.
Buddy.
Man City haven't won a game in their last 5 games.
And Wolves are unbeaten tonight.
They've not scored
6 games.
City haven't scored more than 1 goal. Newcastle away in the
I
Carabao
like
Cup, they scored
Wolves.
2.
I like Wolves. I like what they're doing at the minute, but they're still terrible.
You said you hate Wolves.
They're not as bad as as bad as you're making out. I think that's how.
You're a West Ham
Also, I do
fan
think people are being slightly harsh.
When was the last time you saw Wolves get battered?
What's the difference between Bodo, Glimt, and Wolves? It's huge.
Wolves are probably a better team.
No, they're not. Not than Bodo, Glimt.
Probably similar level.
Mate, Bodo, Glimt have got some good results in the Champions League this year. And that Hauger as a player.
But, so, City was their first win. That was the seventh. That was their seventh game, and that was the first win.
I was just thinking about when they drew to us.
City players.
They drew to
Great
you.
result.
City players.
Did Wolves do?
Drew to us.
Do to you. So they're a similar team.
Maybe.
Yeah, City refunded all the fans that went. That's how embarrassed they were. And off there, the amount of them that used the words embarrassed. They were like, yeah, we got paid off the pot, but it was embarrassing.
Yeah. The City 4-0 for me.
Well, look, fair enough.
2-1.
3-2, you got 2-1. So there you go. Into the evening kickoff on Saturday. Liverpool away at Bournemouth.
Ooh, Kirk's derby.
Do we think that's going to be an entertaining game or a stale game?
Kirk has been good, actually, recently.
Found his brain.
Liverpool 13
that game
games.
just doesn't entice me.
I don't care. Sorry, that's another one where I'm going, what am I doing with my Saturday evening? Am I watching that?
I'll be watching that.
Bournemouth, Liverpool. Is that,
Well, Bournemouth.
neither team are that
Put
good.
the exciting start 1-0 from Bournemouth, but Liverpool win 2-1. Sober's pen in the bag. That's what that smells of. It's like the Bournemouth Arsenal game the other week. I looked at that one. I don't care about this. Bournemouth aren't Arsenal are going to win this game.
Interesting game.
No, I know, but
Interesting game.
it was one of those ones they scored, and I thought, you piss takers, don't make me think you're going to get a result. Do you know what I mean? Like, just roll over and take your loss.
I think
so we can all switch it
I
off.
think 2-2 Croupy brace.
Bournemouth games at
Under the lights.
Vitality.
the Vitality. Against us, it was entertaining. Against you, it was entertaining. More entertaining.
Ours was the most boring game of it.
Yeah, that's
oh, it's horrible.
I think this will be a good game. I think it's going to be an
2-2.
exciting game. And
me.
I'm going to go...
I'm going 2-1 Salah to score.
Wow.
I'm actually going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
He was. Did you see that finish against Inter? Where he just
What was he
poked it?
doing?
What the
Like, I guess he tried to play it with the outside of his foot.
Such a lack of
Didn't play it with the outside of his foot, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I actually think they're beginning... I thought they looked a lot better against whoever they played last night. Who was it again?
Liverpool, Marseille.
Marseille, yeah. I thought they looked
That's a good result because Marseille are a decent side as well.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into these predictions, what out of those 3 games, obviously not you included, Toast, because you'll be watching Chelsea, but
Yeah.
Will you?
I will be there.
Oh, wow. Newcastle Villa, Brentford Forest, and Chelsea. Obviously not Brentford Forest, but which out of those 2 are you going to watch?
I'd watch Newcastle Villa if I didn't support
Do you
Chelsea.
reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got
Newcastle Villa had some fun.
Got my soft spot for Palace, though.
Well, no, I'll watch.
Mate, Palace Chelsea stinks.
I'll tell you,
That's
I'll
a
tell you
boring
exactly what
game.
it'll be. Newcastle.
That's a
Villa.
yellow kit.
It is a yellow kit vibe, but I like Palace as a club, but they're boring to watch.
Yeah.
Apparently
And
they
we
might have,
struggle against teams that sit in.
Daniel Munoz is going to be back apparently.
But apparently Mateta might refuse to play.
Paddy Glasner might refuse to manage. But I don't even know what's going on with Paris.
Might refuse to.
By the way,
I think it's a good
Mateta,
time to be playing them.
It
to
is.
be honest,
Mateta is getting well above his station. By the way,
Fact.
he's been
you're
on
not that guy.
Well, a few months ago, if he cashed in, it would make more sense.
Yeah,
like right now, it's like you're on a bit of a dry streak.
He's not been that good this season.
I say that he's going to score now. But
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll probably go Newcastle Villa as well, to be fair.
that's right.
Newcastle Villa main screen, Palace Chelsea on the phone. I think.
Brentford.
Good.
Wow.
Brentford
Yeah,
Forest.
So Palace Chelsea
Set it on
prediction.
fire.
Set it off.
No.
1-0.
Really?
1-0 Chelsea.
No. Rossini ball is dry.
I'm gonna go. The faithful at Palace will be rocking.
Oh,
They've had a terrible.
This is
They've had a terrible week.
I think the opposite. I think it's
and
going to
they'll
be
all
really
just
dry.
go, you know what? Fuck all
This
these
is a-
players
this-
and the manager. We're going to
Yeah.
get behind them. Play the academy kids.
We have a good record in general.
So Palace Chelsea prediction then.
1-0. 1-0 Chelsea.
No.
Do we already do then? Oh yeah, I went 2-1.
Rossini ball is boring. You scored what you needed a set piece to beat Paphos.
But that's just been our ball all season.
Yeah.
Like our football's been
And again,
boring.
and-
it takes a
and
bit of
just
time. to
spamming
trans-
shots.
And what is one of the most difficult
Yeah, I mean to be fair,
Casado had like 6 shots on target.
yeah, we had a penalty turned down. There was it should have been more, but it was a boring game.
Fair.
Newcastle Villa.
Interesting one.
I think
Newcastle, tails are up.
I think that's going to be a stodgy game as well.
Newcastle. I remember when they battered Villa. Like I just felt
Yeah, 5-1, and Villa played all right.
New-
And Alex Ferguson came out and went, "Oh, it'll be all right."
I think they're the best team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't know what he says. I think Newcastle could pepper them a bit because they're good on the counter.
Nah, they won't pepper them.
It's Newcastle at home. They've had an extra day off because Villa play tonight,
That doesn't make a
as we're
difference.
recording. It
It
absolutely does. Thursday, Sundays.
Is it a coincidence that their streak was when Europa wasn't on, And now Europa, they weren't doing as well.
That doesn't make a difference thing. It's nonsense. Thursday, Sunday is
No
well
Kamara.
known as a horrible
No, you're
thing.
right. You're right.
So, yeah, I actually think Newcastle are going to beat them.
I agree. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle.
And by the way,
That's my 0-0.
that Villa away game, by the way,
That's 0-0.
is that Villa away game. Their game tonight is away at Fenerbahce.
Right.
That's a raucous game a long way away.
Oof.
They won't be home until the early hours of tomorrow.
No, that's not fun.
So yeah, I'm going Newcastle win.
Yeah, 2-1 Newcastle. And
0-0.
actually, I'm going to go with a Gordon goal.
I'm going to go with
And he hasn't scored in ages.
Villa's transfer business this week has been bizarre.
3-0 to Newcastle.
Leon Bailey's back at the club.
Yeah.
Bailey's back. Marlon's
He'll
gone.
probably
They want
start.
Tammy Abraham. They want Mateta. Gesson could go to Palace the other way.
It's just weird.
Kamara's out.
They've done about 1 million deals with Roma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that
And
sister
also,
club.
the Deloitte Money League came out today. Their wage bill is higher than yours.
I know, yeah.
How mad is that?
Oh,
And it's 100 million more than anyone else below them by Newcastle. So all of like Forests, Evertons, all of those teams.
they're paying their left backs a combined like 250 grand
Yeah.
a week. Matson and Dean.
Kind of crazy.
There is their wages. They have signed a lot of players on a free, like Tielemans, Kamara.
Yeah.
They're all on free, so
True.
that's going to inflate wages. But yeah, you are. They had a stat like it was like 95% of their
Yeah.
turnover or whatever it was. But yeah, 0-0 for me for some
Brentford
reason.
Forest, the Igor derby.
2 o'clock on a Sunday.
You like that?
It was better than the what derby did you say it was?
Kirkhead's derby.
The Kirkhead's
The Kirkhead's
derby. Yeah.
derby.
This is the Igor derby, and I'm going Igor Thiago wins.
Forest do look a bit crap.
Yeah,
Forest play tonight as well.
2-2 for me.
That's another Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah, 2-2.
And I think
I'd
Forest
set that game alight.
Forest results off the back
hits.
of Forest results off the back of European games have been terrible as well.
Yeah,
So I'm
Yeah.
going Brentford. That's a difficult place to go. The
Brentford were good
RG
against us, even though they lost. So
2-2 for
okay.
me.
Really?
2-2, yeah.
3-1 Brentford.
2-1.
Igor Thiago Hattie.
Is 2-2 that surprising?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Brentford are really good at home.
Yeah,
They're better than Forest anyway.
Yeah.
Forest are playing tonight.
yeah.
I think it's all set for a Brentford win.
Elliot
2-1
Anderson,
Brentford.
masterclass. Scores a screamer from range to equalise.
Give me Mikel Damsgaard the other week.
Arsenal United.
Well, we kind of
Well,
done
we
this,
weren't that
but-
well.
Already done it, yeah.
Yeah, from
Everton Leeds.
Everton Leeds.
Good game.
That'll be quite a good
That is
game.
the Calvert-Lewin derby.
Green.
Grealish
is,
out for
yeah.
3 months. That's a hammer blow.
What?
You'll
Yeah.
see that.
No?
Stress fracture in the foot, out for 3 months.
I don't actually think that'll make
I
much
saw there were
difference.
Everton fans saying, "Can we just end the loan and get
Oh
Bob?"
my god, Njai will be back on the left.
He
That's
will.
actually low-key could be good
And
for him.
Adolphus are going to get
That
it.
means
There
that,
might be an upgrade.
that means that
Dibbling
Njai
might
back on the left,
exist.
Dibbling on the right. That's low-key better. That's harsh on Grealish.
Well,
but
it depends how Dibbling looks, really.
yeah,
But
I like Dibbling a lot.
Leeds United are just in great form.
That's a 1-1. That's a 1-1.
Calvert-Lewin
Monday night.
scoring.
Yeah, old
club
club.
syndrome.
Yeah, you got to think about the old club.
Gets to go in there.
I'm going 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 for me.
No, 2-0. 2-0.
Whoa.
I'm going
Well,
2-1 Leeds. They're
2-1
going
Leeds.
to win away.
Fairs.
There you go.
Fair enough. So that is the preview
That's
done,
the preview.
lads. We will be. We need to start like keeping track of our scores.
Yeah,
and,
or
like,
someone
do
in
a
the
point
comments.
system.
Someone
yeah.
in the comments, keep track of all of these. Thank you.
Yeah, you just do our work
Yeah.
for us. So there you go. We will be back on Monday,
Oh, it's going to be big on
to
Monday.
review all of the action, ladies and
Arsenal
gents,
could be
as
10 points
always.
And a
Arsenal could be.
second watch along next week.
Up the
Yes, and we will be announcing at the start of next week our second watch along, which we can already reveal is going to be for the final round of the Champions League. So
which
make
is
sure.
going to be mental.
Yeah, so make sure you're available on Wednesday. We'll obviously do a lot of announcements for that
Yeah.
early next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's been a pleasure, lads.
Subscribe.
Subscribe,
11K.
like.
Do the hype thing in the comments as well. Thank you.
Hype
I
beast.
don't know what that means, but do it.
Yeah.
There you go.